What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Osterman. Welcome to the 2021 World Roundup Online Showdown. Joining me today, I have freestyle skateboarding legend, Bones Brigade member, Kevin Harris. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Doing good. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Honored. Sorry?
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Kevin Harris?
Some freaking loser from Canada. No, we was just talking before we went live and how I got into skateboarding, and it was the Dairy Queen team that came up from San Diego, California, and LA area. Doug Saladino, all these guys, Steve Cathy, and I was doing all these sports before. 1975, they came up and did a demo. I was hooked. So yeah, got into skating early at 13 years old, and ended up riding for the Bones Brigade and traveled the world and had a blast being a skateboarder. It was a great career, and I love the sport to death. I just wish everybody could get into it.
We're stoked to have you. You're my first freestyle skateboard, Kevin. Your mountain board was my first board. You know that?
I sold one of those to you? Wow. Like, that's good. That's one in probably all the United States. A freestyle board
and also joining us today. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think I bought most of them. And also joining us today, Ricky Glasser. How you doing, Ricky?
Good. I'm fantastic. We've been out here in LA, San Diego area with Braille filming some vids, so I'm on location right now. I'm away from the Braille house.
Awesome. You did awesome in the AM division, by the way. Good runs.
Thank you. You know, you saw when you were teaching me the run in the Braille Army videos, I expanded a little bit, but it was pretty much the same structure, right?
It looked good. I mean, I could talk about it all day. Your revert to stationary, the whole thing, it flowed, the music. I think you did a great job, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
I knew Mike had his hand on that one somehow.
A little bit. I tried to help out a little bit, but I got to stay a little hands off. I'm announcing. And big thank you to Braille Skateboarding for hosting this. We couldn't do this without Braille. Now, this is the 2021 World Roundup Freestyle Online Showdown. Now, the World Roundup is a freestyle skateboard contest that's held every year in Cloverdale, British Columbia, Canada. It's just outside of Vancouver. Now, usually it would be in person. However, because of the pandemic, we've gone online. But if you're stoked on this event, if you've been hyped watching all these runs all week, be sure to get your routine down, start practicing, because in May of 2022, we're going to meet back up in Cloverdale for an in-person event. Now, before we get into the action today, we're going to be joined by two very important people, the content organizers and producers, Monty and Terry. Come on in, guys.
Monty here. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, we'd like to thank a few people, if that's okay. Is that okay with you, Mike?
That's fine with me. Go for it.
Good deal.
It's your event, man.
Well, you know what? I feel pretty blessed to be working with Terry and Kevin, who share the same goals and dreams as I do. And I know that I speak on behalf of them when we want to thank all the skaters who submitted videos this year. Without you and your love of freestyle, there would have been no show. Next, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors who continually support us, especially our platinum sponsors, Henry Cantiati, Skate for Fun, and Sport Surrey. And to Pal Peralta, who's been helping us to grow freestyle since the very first start of the World Roundup back in 2012. Thanks to Russ Howell, my good friend, for being our head judge and heading up the judging committee and tallying all the scores. And to our other judges, Nick Yoriyama, Christian Heiss, Rogerio Antigo, Albert Kuntz, and Kevin Harris for filling in as a backup judge so that Rogerio could enter the Masters Pro Division. We'd also like to thank Jeremy Vest and Devin Weber from Braille Skateboarding for hosting the contest. And speaking of Braille Skateboarding, a big congratulations to Ricky and to Jeremy for entering their very first freestyle contest. You guys did a great job. Last, I'd like to let all the contestants know that the contest t-shirts and belt buckles, which were designed by none other than Terry Chu, are in production currently and will be mailed out to you next month. This huge responsibility falls on the shoulders of Tony Lum, and who, like so many of our good staff members, have been with us from the very beginning back in 2012. Thanks very much, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks very much. I wanted to say some thank yous and just say a few things too, if that's okay. The main reason why we created the online showdown was to give the freestyle community an opportunity to showcase their skills during this pandemic, right? So we've not done it once, we've done it twice. And we're really hoping to get back to the Cloverdale Rodeo next May. But normally there's lots of hands. I want to thank all of our regular sort of staff and volunteers. They pitch in all the time and spend like a week or 2 weeks taking time off work to like drive people around and get groceries, allow them to stay at their place. So thank you to all of our staff. But for this particular online showdown, it's really been 2 people and you're looking at them, right? So big round of applause to Monty for, inspiring all this and doing a lot of the organization. And I'm going to pat myself on the back too. So, but thanks to everybody for pitching in and help us out. I want to thank Mike Osterman up there. Who's been hosting for the last 5 days. So, it's a big time commitment and it's a lot of work. There's a lot of emails and things going back and forth. So thanks, Mike, for taking the time to do this and supporting the freestyle community. I want to thank all of our co-hosts. We had Andy Anderson, AJ Cohn, Dominic David Ginkin, Per Willender, and Mr. Kevin Harris over there. And just like Monty said, I want to thank all the freestyle skaters and competitors. It doesn't really matter where you placed. What counts is that you're skating freestyle, right? And that you're putting yourselves out there and you're sharing your skateboarding. We had so many new faces from all these different countries, 27 countries, and it takes a lot of guts. A lot of these faces we've never seen on like any of our forums or on Instagram or YouTube or anything. It's like they're brand new. So I just want to give these guys and gals just a big round of applause for just being brave and putting yourself out there, and congratulations. And I do want to thank all the freestyle companies and freestyle contest promoters around the world. Without you, we wouldn't be able to buy decks and wheels and all that sort of, and skid plates. What would we do without skid plates? So thanks to all the companies and contest organizers. And without any further delay, I'll let you guys get back to it. Thanks very much.
I got to make a thank you here too. I mean, it's incredible. I'm so proud to be part of this whole thing for the 10 years that we've been running. And just to repeat what they said, thanks to everybody. But really, at the end of the day, Monty and Terry, the amount of work that goes into this event, and they do it for the love and the passion of it. As everybody knows, money in freestyle, good friggin' luck. And if they didn't have that passion and that drive to do this, and again, I'm just super proud, to be a part of it. And Mike, you're doing a fantastic job, and really looking forward to today.
Awesome. Yeah, big thank you to our organizers, not only running this contest, but for 2 years in a row being able to make an online event and still be able to put this together for all of us. Thank you so much, everybody. And now, what is the World Roundup, right? You might be asking yourself, what is this contest? It's an online flat ground freestyle event, so there's no obstacles involved. There's 178 skaters from 27 different countries involved. And these skaters had 4 weeks to put together a 1-minute contest run for you, and it's been pre-judged by our board of international judges. Now, today we're going to be watching the top 10 in the sponsored AM and the pros, and they've been already judged. We're going to watch them in ranking order. Now, these runs have been judged on the skating, so not on the quality of the video, not the production quality. So keep that in mind when you're watching these runs. Now, we do want to thank the sponsors for the top 10 amateurs in the sponsored AMs. We have sponsor Paulo Peralta. Thank you, Paulo Peralta, for sponsoring that division. And then for the top 10 pro division, we have Henry Candiati Skate for Fun sponsoring that division. We also want to thank Skull Skates for providing these super fancy headphones for all of us announcers this year. Thank you to Skull Candy. Before we get started, we want to thank all of the contest sponsors. Take it away. All right, and before we jump into the action, we do have a highlight reel from the last few days. We have the top 3 skaters from every division so far. We had some wild skating, so we're going to show you real quick a highlight of that. So the top 3 from the rookies. Rookies doing this year was unreal. I don't know about how you guys, but I've never seen rookie division anything like what we saw in the 2021 online
It's the
showdown.
wrong language for that. It should be rookie. Look at this guy. Rookie.
I know, right?
Oh my god, so good. So good.
Misato Komatsu. Again, top 3 rookies in second place rookie division run.
It's so cool. These guys are the next step is coming. You know, it's this amazing talent coming out of Japan.
Absolutely. We have so much talent in the freestyle rookies division. And a lot of these rookies, it was their first time entering a contest or a freestyle contest. So, super rad to see. Everyone in the rookies division was just getting so well, and it takes a lot of bravery to jump into a contest like this. We all know that feeling.
Yeah.
Good to be able to end that last trick. In the women's division, fake double finger flip. Let's see. Super smooth double finger flip from Shrock. And Yuri Nagahisa from Japan in the women's division. Oh my man. That bebop to tail. Unreal.
Amazing to watch so many girls getting into skating and freestyle at the same time. It's the biggest, one of the biggest growth in our industry right now is females getting into skating. It's great.
And the winner, Reece from Japan. Man, that cross foot to truck stand. Such a way to end that run. Yeah. Let's see, the Masters AM division.
Some of these skate spots too, right? Everybody skates in a different place, and I think Mikey yelled the other day is, you know, we're seeing all these different freestyle areas to skate, and the rodeo is always so slippery. So these guys are skating when they skate best, right? Like amazing.
Totally. I know, like when we're looking around at spots in Long Beach, we're like always so stoked when we find a freestyle skate park, as we call it. I have like claim your spot in town. It's good to see everybody else's freestyle skate parks. Super fast footwork. This is our 40 and up division, the Masters AMs. We also have Masters Pro division we're going to see soon too. These are the top 3 runs from all of our divisions that we had this week.
Yeah.
This is our first place in the Masters AM. Ooh, stalling out that 50-50.
That guy, it's a good spinner. The guy in Steel Wilson, he could do 3 times that amount now.
You guys in your Masters divisions can spin, man. We're lacking in the younger divisions. We gotta catch up. Hidemi from Japan. Hidemi is the organizer, the founder of M80 Skate Shop. Big contributor to the Japanese freestyle scene.
Huge, yeah. You can buy skid plates there.
Yeah! Best skid plates in Japan, easily. Rogério Antigo, a master in the Brazilian scene. I believe he skated in the Expo 86 with you, right, Kevin?
Yeah, he was here for Expo 86. That's when I first met him.
So sick. Rogério, don't do that handstand. Rail handstand, flip back to rail.
Crazy.
And the winner of our Masters Pro Division, Masahiro Fuji.
What a legend this guy is. Look at all the freestyle kids coming out of Japan because of this guy right here.
Huge influence on me, huge influence on so many freestylers in the new generation. And still so many power tricks from Masahiro.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. And finally, in the top 3 amateurs, and Harry Fisher from the UK. super creative skating. That crossfoot rolo or crossfoot rail to rail, whatever you want to call that. I haven't seen much of that before. Luis Vallely.
That's so cool about this. People from all around the world, right? Just unbelievable.
For real.
Totally.
It's a nice thing about the online contest.
Come to the physical. Yeah, the online contest gives them a chance to compete, right? They might not necessarily be able to get here, but this gives them a chance
Absolutely.
to be part of it.
And show off their freestyle skate parks, like what Mike was saying.
I couldn't believe the beautiful spots that these people were skating at. So many people were skating at such incredible locations. I'm pretty envious of that.
I think it's great. They're in the place that they're used to, right? When they come to the rodeo,
Absolutely.
maybe it's too slippery. Not, it's perfect.
Totally. And that was the first place, Bryce Noe, first place in the amateur division. Oh, man. So that's what we have so far. We're not even in the top 10 for the sponsored AM and the pro division yet, but we're going to see that today. Now, let's just jump right into it. We have the top 10 sponsored AMs for the 2021 World Roundup Freestyle Online Showdown.
Yeah.
It's going to get wild, y'all. In top 10, Takaya Sato from Japan, age 11. Sponsored amateurs here.
It's impossible to be 11 years old and skate this good.
Yeah.
Oh, coming up. That was way tech for the amateur division. I remember when I first got into the freestyle contest, top 10 would not have been anywhere near this level.
Variety of power move. Speed. What a speed.
Quick shove it out of that coconut wheelie. Straight to those spacewalks.
Dominique nailed it the other day when she was announcing it, is that freestyle is like peeling an onion. There's just so many different layers, right? Everybody's got so many different tricks.
Absolutely. All right, next up in 9th place, Kanata Hayakawa. Kanata has such good footwork, such smooth. Walk the dog, spacewalks.
Look at that.
Here we go.
You know how hard those
Yeah.
are. Mike Austin, you do them the best.
Thank you. Backwards spacewalks are not easy.
No, like the EA's talked about that the other day too. To get them like that takes a lot of time.
I like that little pants pull up there.
Stevie, everything you do, you can do with a little bit of style in these runs, right?
For real.
Oh, those backwards rolling walk the dogs. Such a subtle little addition to that run, but not, shows how much control Kanata has.
Yeah.
Scare walk.
Yeah.
Cool little street plant. Wow. Super clean run from Kanata in the 9th place position. Sure. And next up, in 8th place, Alexandru Lilie from Romania, part of Marius Constantine.
Coming out of Romania too, right? Because of Marius Constantine. It's just a whole other. It's great watching all these guys come out of Romania.
Incredible. Big shout out to the Slatina scene in Romania. Power trick. Little rail handstand kickflip there. Smooth aerial finger flip.
It's the only time I ever broke boards is 180 rolling finger flip to snap the tail in my career probably 5 or 6 times. One time in the contest.
That's awesome. Fakey kickflip there. Another Kevin Harris inspired move perhaps.
I think that's my favorite trick.
Rolling handstand kickflip. Next up, Ruka Mitsui. Ruka actually won the women's division last year. Now she's in the sponsored AMs.
Right.
Ruka is 15 representing Japan.
It's one thing with freestyle, it's really, really hard to do. There's one thing learning the trick, but to make it look easy and smooth is a whole other ballgame, right? It's just go. Monty invented the name of that trick just so everybody knows. I did it, and I was like, what do I call it? And Monty goes, call it go. I said, okay.
put a stamp on that one. Yeah, Ricky, you probably had an experience with that this year, putting your routine together. Like, how is it for you planning a run, really putting it all together?
Yeah, I mean, it was really interesting for me because, you know, occasionally I will skate contests and like think about a run, but just it's not more dictated by the obstacles, you know. So you see the obstacle and you say, oh, that obstacle I could do this. But when it's just freestyle and just fight, it's like everything is open, so it's a bit harder to make decisions, you know.
Yeah. That run from Ruka, incredible. And up next in 6th place, Ishmael Perez from Spain. Sorry to cut you guys off there.
Power and speed.
So many countries.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of power tricks from Ish, a lot of upside down tricks. He's definitely a handstand specialist. Wow. 360 kickflip, making it look easy. Wrestling that handstand.
Yeah.
Stair walk. Setting up for that rail handstand.
Nice.
Wow, it's a barrel flip out.
Crazy. Yeah, one
Ending.
spins and just barely lifting it off the ground. I love when people spin like that, where it's barely coming off the ground.
Totally. All right, that gets us to the 5th place for the sponsored AMs. We're going to break away for a quick moment. So we talked a little bit about planning runs. Kevin, what was your process for planning routine when you were skating in competitions?
Oh man, like Per was talking about this the other day too. Is what I would do is get all the tricks nailed, right? And I was lucky because I was doing a lot of shows. And when you do a lot of shows, you're forced to perform to land the tricks. The last thing you want to do is fall in front of a crowd. So doing that many demos, like I swear to God, I was doing 4 or 5 demos a day, 4 or 5 times a week at all the shopping centers across Canada by myself. So it made me very, very consistent. But once the contest was coming up, you know what the next thing, and I probably took more time doing this than actually practicing skateboarding, was once I had a song, is how to choreograph that to the song. So I'd listen to it over, like Hell's Bells, like 86, right? I wanted to skate to the song. And I was like, okay, how do I make this work? And there was more time figuring out what trick went where to what beat than actually skateboarding. So hundreds of hours just listening to the song over and over again. Okay, I'm going to put that here. The 547 is going to go here. And this is what I want to do. And then to nail that, to practice with the song. So when I was getting prepared for a contest, it was more about listening to the song and skating to the song. So I was trying to get the music from my headphones down to my feet and make sure. And one thing that was petrifying to me in any contest, if there was a strong beat I needed to land like a double M80, I didn't want to screw that up. So that's why I needed the sound loud enough so I could hear it, because the last thing I wanted to do is like bam, bam, and miss it by a half a second. So yeah, wow. Great question.
That's so
that was
cool.
A big part of my training for these events. And then another thing is the events coming up every couple of weeks, right? So if I had to go from Hell's Bells to whatever the next song I used, because I didn't want to use that same song again. So now it's a whole 3 weeks of just getting a new song and practicing that. And a lot of times too, I try to use a Canadian band. And but anyway, that was my biggest thing, is trying to put it to a song.
Thank you. Yeah, there's seen a lot of consistency here, a lot of skating to the music already, or a little bit of that at least. Maybe not totally choreographing it quite yet, but we'll see what we have in the next 5 runs. Ricky, I want to hear what your experience was like planning after this next 5 too. We won't leave you hanging. Now in the 5th place, we have Kouta Sawaki from Japan, age 35, skating in the sponsored AM division. See what Kota's got. Oh, right out the gate, doing that rail stand straight up to no hand at 50-50.
Yeah.
That was a unexpected one, that 180 finger hand shove it. Hard to tell what that was. Whoa.
Anybody watching this too that wants to start getting into freestyle, it's just, one thing you can't just kind of walk down to your regular skate shop and get a freestyle board. So, do your research, go online. I mean, Mike's been a huge part of it with Waltz, and you need the right wheels, you need the right trucks, you need the right board set up to make it work, or you're just going to get frustrated learning that stuff to rail because the regular skateboard you can't do that on.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Got to have the right tools for the job. And clearly, Kouta had the right tools for the job in that run, crushing it in the fifth place spot. And in fourth place, Daniel Popescu from Romania, another member of that Slatina Ult crew.
That's what I was about to say. This is where the other person was skating, right?
Yeah, this spot is like becoming a legendary freestyle skate park here in the middle of the city.
Yeah, exactly. It's a new freestyle skateboard park.
Seriously. See what Danny's got. That handstand kickflip.
Yeah.
Oh, carousel. Bone breaker. Wow.
I love that trick.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen this many rail varial handstand flips
Yeah,
in a contest before. It's a new trick. This is so sick. And now we're in the third
skating.
place.
I love it. I love where he's skating.
Third place in the sponsored AMs, we have Lalu Kima Ralte from India.
It's a good freestyle area. I want to go. I just want to go to skate that.
Got some traveling to do.
Yeah. Where are you going? I'm going to skate that area in India where it looks good.
Yeah, so many spots. Constant motion from Kima. Wow, just flowing into every next trick.
Oh, good. Wow. Good job, man. We tried to get here a couple of years ago. The physical end
Yeah.
of it, the physical contest. Couldn't get him here.
Stylish spins. And with the bow.
Good skating.
Run. In second place, from Brazil, Vinny Dantas da Costa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Burial. Wow.
Oh my God.
Really setting up well for every trick. Wow, dropping that CrossFit pogo down to Casper. One hand handstand kickflip.
Unbelievable. Wish you could even do a handstand. Just a normal one on the grass.
Oh, it's so hard too. That whoa, no way. The
It's a one, but
hang
look at that. Look at that. Like those really spacewalks is so hard to begin with.
So much balance from Vinny. And Ricky, you had some experience learning your gymnast plans. I'm sure you got to see sort of the dark side of the upside down tricks.
Yeah, getting your face close to the board could sometimes be a bit detrimental.
Hope you're doing all right after that, man. Now in first place, big congrats to Charles Rubiero do Nascimento from Brazil. Looking back to truck. Goes truck flips to truck. Take a lot of control.
Ooh.
Oh. Wow.
That's fair weather.
Charles is definitely known for his truck transfers. Really consistent with carousels. We'll see him do 3, 5, 10 in a row sometimes. No shortage of handstand tricks here either. Wow.
Yeah.
Proper frontside spins from Charles. Wow. Super
Amazing.
high energy run. Wow, so that was the top 10 in the sponsored amateur division. Big
I always love when
congrats,
they end with spin.
everyone. That's your specialty, right, Kev? Those frontside spins, backside spins, all of that? And Ricky, we got to see you preparing for the World Roundup. What was your practice like? We weren't necessarily doing demos or going around the country practicing your runs, but what was it like gearing up and getting ready for a routine in the World Roundup?
Absolutely. So I guess I tried to play into my strengths as a street skater a little bit, and then what I was really interested in was thinking about like how I can tie all these things together. So there was like a few tricks that I was kind of strong with, and I'm like, all right, I really want to do that. How can I like tie this all together? And that was a fun experience for me because it's so out of my comfort zone, like really planning it out and really like drilling in the practice, because it's just so different to my street skating background. But it was really fun experience, and I definitely recommend people try it out for themselves.
Yeah, your practice showed like the amount that you're able to flow, like you're saying, between tricks. It really did show in your runs. It's great to see so many skaters in sponsored AMs and in the pros from yesterday, really putting together the runs and thinking through how each trick fits with the next one after it. So we saw that with people like Vinny, with Charles, so many of the people we've seen so far in the sponsored AMs, where the end of every trick sets you up just right to step into, let's say, a rail stand, or it puts you in tail stop so you can do a double finger flip. Really thinking through this like a puzzle, and it just brings your routine to the next level. And now we're jumping into the top 10 pros. So it's going to get even wilder, people. Top 10 pros in the the professional division in the 2021 Freestyle Online Showdown. We have Denham Hill to kick it off in the 10th place position. From the UK, Denham is known for his aggro style, super fast-paced footwork. So tech as well. Coconut wheelie.
Yeah. Nice.
Quick 360 finger flip. Quick Paulinho, straight into 1 foot spins. Let's see, double finger flip out. Denham also has a ton of trick tips online. If you're looking to learn some of these tricks, you can find a lot of these on Denham's YouTube channel. Watch his trick tips. In 9th place, we have Reece. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I like his song choice. I feel like it really matched his style.
Totally. Like Kevin was saying with that choreography, you really got to think through how that music matches with your skating. And next up, we have Reece Archibald from Scotland in 9th place. Big gymnast plant. Some Kevin Harris influence there. That shuffle.
Nice.
Wow. Stopping that truck finger flip. I love that spin into broken fingers. Wow. Wow, such a quick run, packed with tricks from Reece. Now we have Jesse Whalen, who's actually tied for 8th place. Jesse Whalen from the United States, from New Jersey. Big gazelle out of rail stand. Ooh. 360 kickflip.
That was sick. Yeah.
Quick 540 shove it from Jesse. Straight to gazelle. And throwing in those smooth frontside spins. to end it off. All right, and tied with Jesse for 8th place, Cristobal Bahamonde from Chile.
Woo.
So we're talking about setting up for each trick. I think Cristobal's big strength is that he has really creative ways to set up for each trick. He's a master of kind of spinning into things and spinning out of things. We're going to see a lot of that here. There we go. All right. A little straight flamingo, pop into heel flip.
Sick.
Keeping it casual. Nollie to pogo. Wow.
That was amazing.
So smooth.
I gotta try that. Flamingo to front shove, flamingo to heel flip. That's sick.
Yes, I need to see that from you. Amazing. In 7th place, Turi Zoltan representing Hungary. Turi has such a big bag of tricks, and we're going to see a bunch of really heavy truck transfers from Turi, I think. Something that we've grown accustomed to seeing in the contest runs.
Yeah.
Big Kouta Sawaki flip out. Another freestyler with a very aggro style. Love to see the differences in people's styles of skating here.
Oh. Yeah. Dang.
360 dark flip from Turi to end it off. Definitely a signature trick of Turi's. And in the 6th place spot, Jotaro Oba. Jotaro is one of the youngest people in our pro division at 12. We got to see his brother Shotaro yesterday in the sponsor day.
That's incredible, and only skating 3.5 years. That's really remarkable.
Seriously.
Boom. Tray bomb?
Tray bomb on a single kick. Looks easy.
Yeah.
Kogo 3 shove out. So good. Toe side rail. Ow.
Oh! Yes.
Yeah, Jotaro.
Amazing.
Oh man. The round is so cool to me because it's like a family reunion in a big way, and I think what's really cool about this contest is we're seeing people from all over the world. I don't know if you guys, realized before this, Ricky, if you kind of realized before this, but the roundup brings people from everywhere, from India, from Japan, from Scotland. We have skaters from all over the world. What stood out for you in the last 5 runs? Anything in particular?
Sorry, what was that? What am I looking for?
What are you stoked on from the last 5 runs? I know you mentioned that backwards rolling heel flip that we saw. Anything else that really stood out to you?
That was really cool. I like that Doc standing on both the trucks too. I believe it was like 360 flip out. I literally never seen that before. I thought that was really cool. Because you see a lot of rail stands, but you don't see a lot of Doc stands quite as much.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I've ever seen that one before from anyone but Turi. But yeah, dark stand, I think that's kind of the name we're going to go with now with that. So many tricks. It's so many different ideas. It's really cool to see just so many different perspectives from all these different freestylers. And we're on to number 5 in the pros. So, 5th place spot, Yuta Fuji. We've been supporting Yuta here at Waltz Skateboarding.
Coming in with speed. Oh, 7?
7 right out the gate.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yuta actually He sprained his ankle pretty badly gearing up for this routine, so I'm stoked to see what he does. Bebop double flip. Whoa. Yes. 360 shove it on that nose wheelie.
Yeah, 5 shoves. Wow.
Let's see. Wow. That was
Amazing.
blocked. And next up, in 4th place, Nick Ballou from Utah. Nick is a regular from the World Round. We've seen him in person a few years.
Yes.
Smooth fakey spacewalks. Nick does a great job mixing together a bunch of different trick types. So we're gonna see, you just saw there, some cross-fitted rail flip combinations, some classic ollie flip tricks, maybe some fancy truck transfers. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Reverse carousel to no-handed truck stand.
I love the hype.
Yes. Next up, in 3rd place from the top 3 now, in the pro division of the World Roundup Online Showdown, we have Ike Nagao from Japan.
15 years young. Yeah. Oh! Forward flip?
Wow, that truck stand flip to switch truck stand there.
Wow! That was sick. Forward flip.
Big Jimmy flip, big gymnast plant finger flip from Ike. Straight to the 720 big spin, I think. 720, shove it. Power moves. Getting ready. The 900.
No way.
900 big spin to end it.
He cleared so far. Oh. I love how you used so much space. That was really cool.
Yes. And in the 2nd place spot for the pro division of the World Roundup Online Showdown, we have Yuzuki Kawasaki, age 12. Yuzuki has so many creative variations, creative tricks. I'm excited to see what we're gonna
Wow.
see from him. Pressure flip into fakey spacewalks. Whoa!
Yes.
Varial kickback. To 540 big spin. Maybe 720. Toe side coconut wheelie, signature trick of Yuzuki. 360 flip out to end it off. Super technical. And in 1st place in this year's Freestyle Online Showdown, Isamu Yamamoto. Stationary spacewalks. Godzilla rail flip back to rail. Going to that rail handstand. Wow. Stacking tricks and combos here. Classic primo slide. Whew. Stationary Bebop. What? Wow. Had to find the camera after those spins. And that's the first place run from Isamu Yamamoto. Wow. That was a lot.
Incredible. Really a lot.
It's incredible to see how many tricks people can pack into a minute run. This year we had 1 minute routines from everybody, and I think what really came down to is how many tricks and what technicality of tricks you can pack into a short 1 minute run. And we saw some really incredible things from the top 10, from everyone involved. Ricky, how you doing? My brain feels like it's mush right now. I don't know how you're doing.
I feel like sensory overload. I've just seen so many things, so many spins, so many flips, so much power and speed. But it's really cool. And like what I say, I love to see the diversity. You know, it's maybe a contest, everyone skates the same elements, but it's so cool that like everyone just skates in such a different way. They use the space differently. They go fast, they go slow, they stay in the same spot. I think that's really cool, and just like how they can differ so greatly.
Totally, and I think I've heard it before where people say that in freestyle, your board becomes the obstacle, right? Whereas in maybe park skating or street skating, you're constantly trying to find creative ways, new ways to skate on an obstacle like a handrail or a ramp or something. In freestyle, it's really about just finding a new way and a creative way to skate the board and to make the board do something new. We saw that with people like Turi Zoltan doing that dark side flip you're talking about. We saw it so much in the top 10. And I agree, it's neat to see. Kevin, you with us right now? What do you think? This is, I think, a next level for the World Roundup right now, what we're seeing. Kevin? We may have lost Kevin. The skaters broke the stream. The skaters got out.
Okay.
He's back.
Skating
Cool.
broke the internet.
Broke the internet. Kevin, how you doing? We're just trying to keep up at this point.
Try a different way. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, Kevin, we can hear you. All right,
hang on.
We're gonna come back to Kevin. This was an incredible time. Now, before we close out for the day, we have a few awards to give out. Now, first of all, we have the Henry Candiati Skate for Fun Award. The World Roundup recognizes skaters for their skating abilities, obviously. We also want to recognize people for their actions and contributions to the freestyle community and to skateboarding as a whole. And today we're going to be presenting the Henry Candiati Skate for Fun Award. We have a quick video to show that.
There, Monty Little here.
And Terry Chu?
Today we have the honor of presenting the Henry Candiati Skate for Fun Award. The Skate for Fun Award was created by Alejandro Candiati, brother to Henry Candiati, both from the country of Argentina.
That's good.
Henry was an amazing freestyle skater who competed in NSA and ESA contests throughout the 80s and into the early 90s. A smooth and flowing skater, he effortlessly transitioned from trick to trick like a jazz musician. But sadly, he passed away in 2012. Alejandro Candiati created the Skate for Fun Award to preserve Henry's legacy. It is awarded to the freestyle skater who best embodies skating with style. And it is one of the most highly regarded awards in the freestyle community. Past recipients include
Takashi Suzuki from Japan, Stefan Albert from Germany, Andy Anderson from Canada, Mike Osterman from the United States, Sheng Meng from China, Cristobal Bahaman from Chile, and Josh Dunstone from Australia. This year's recipient of the Skate for Fun Award is a first-time competitor to the World Roundup. It's not always about the difficulty and technicality of tricks, but how a freestyle skater flows through them.
We're proud to present the 2021 Skate for Fun Award to a skater from
Yokohama, Japan, Rina Sekiguchi. Congratulations.
Yeah, Rina, that's so sick.
Amazing.
Awesome. Okay, so we've got one more award to give out. Big congrats to Rina, by the way. She crushed it in her division, especially so cool to see new skaters coming into this contest and just showing so much style. Now we also have the National Team Award. Now, again, we want to show off the many different styles in freestyle. We want to hand it over real quick to Terry Chewy for that award. I think he's going to hand out that award today. Terry.
Hey everybody, thanks Mike, and thanks Ricky. Sorry, Kevin's having some technical issues, so I'm jumping in here. But we've got freestyle skaters from 27 countries competing this year, so we thought it'd be great to recognize the global impact that freestyle skateboarding is having, during this pandemic year. So we've teamed up with Surrey Firefighters Charitable Society, and they're presenting this award in recognition of the country that's excelled at this year's contest by awarding them the National Team Award. So every firefighter knows the importance of teamwork and recognizes that building a strong team and community is just as important as helping individual members grow and learn. So we tracked how every skater placed in every single division, awarding first place with 10 points, second place with 9 points, all the way down to 10th place with 1 point. But this award will be presented to second and third place as well. So on behalf of the Surrey Firefighters Charitable Society, here are the National Team Awards for the World Roundup 2021 Online Showdown. In third place with 39 points, and they just edged out Team Romania, who had 34 points, is Team USA. So big congrats. Third place goes to Team USA. In second place with 54 points is Team Brazil. Go Brazil!
Whoa!
Wearing your yellow shirt from Yellow. So awesome. And in first place with 165 points is the team from Japan. And we'd like to point out that 57 of those 165 points came from female skaters in Japan who placed in the top 10 in different divisions. So congratulations to all of them. So unfortunately, these awards didn't arrive in time for our broadcast, but you've probably been seeing this image pop up of what the award looks like. So that's going to be presented to Team Japan. So congratulations.
Woo! Awesome. Thank you, Terry. And big congratulations to everyone involved in this year's event. Wow. It's incredible to see what the level of freestyle skating is right now in these contests. And yeah, thanks to you, Ricky, for being here. I'm stoked that you got a chance to compete with us too.
Me too. I'm so hyped to be a part of this. It's really awesome, the community that the freestyle can bring together.
Yeah, man. Thank you. And big thanks, everybody. Keep being good to each other, everyone. Keep dancing. And we will see you next year, hopefully in person for another World Freestyle Roundup. See you then.